Hello, Captains. This is Kent again, and welcome to the flight show. So, we are going to be doing a flight. We're taking a break from the regional series to just advance my pilot career for Pilot's Life. And we have a Delta flight from Oakland to Salt Lake City. So, let's go ahead, jump right in, and make this happen. All right. We're going to be using FS2Crew to help us out with this, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a start.
Okay, let's get this show on the road.
All right, and they are bringing over the jetway, so I can get started here. Let's go ahead and get our payload and fuel together. So our fuel for this flight is going to be 12,371 pounds. Although, I don't think that profile is right because I come in really close to no fuel when I'm using PFPX to do the fuel. Because this is the 900ER, and I think that profile might be a little off. But we're going to give it a go. And now we're going to go to our payload and our zero fuel weight. That'll adjust what's on the aircraft for that is going to be 146.6. Put that in here, zero fuel weight. I know everybody's excited because we're only a few days away before the release of Flight Simulator by Microsoft. So I know you'll probably look at this like, it'll do until it gets here. Whatever. All right, so let's see here. Get to the FMC. Do not know. Oh, I forgot. I know why. Because we have to do our power. So let's go through our flows. Okay, let's see. Our flows are battery on. Verify electric hydraulic pumps are off, which they are. Verify landing gear is down, which it is. Let's see. AC power, GPU. So let's go ahead and start the GPU. Booyah. Select position, light to steady. Let's see. It is steady.
Directors on.
Position light to steady. We did that. Test panel extinguisher. Just past that. Emergency light armed. Test to 10 button.
I'm up for the walk around.
Outstanding. Config horns by moving throttle. In fact, they work. And the cargo fire test. We'll pass on that. And confirm gear pins are in place. Let's say that they are. All right. Then we get up here, test data recorder. All right. Mach airspeed. Check for no lights, electric panel, oxygen pressure. Interphone on. And put IRSs to nav. All right. Keep it moving. Test oxygen. Bring this down. Where is it? Yep. All right. Tested 100%. Confirm. Use DC time. Set panels. Q&H. Hit the B button. Boom. Perform light check test. Let's just say we did that. Okay, so let's go on. Yaw dampers on. Nav transit display. Transfer display switches to normal. They are. Check cross feed. First flight of the day. Cross feeds are off. Fuel pumps on. Cabin utility fire on. Fasten seat belts. Verify chime switches are off. Window heat on. Electrical hydraulic pumps on. Trim air on. It's up here in the corner. It is. Temperature set. Pax auto. Isolation valve open, which it is. Bleeds on. They are. Hey.
Pack isolated.
Because I did want it open. Yeah, it's open. I guess he did that. Bleeds on. APU open. Oh, he heard my command. But you're outside, so how could you be around to do that? Seriously. Set flight altitude. We're going to be traveling at 35,000 feet. And we're taking off from... What's our altitude? 9 feet, so that'll be closer to 0, so that's fine. Check ignition, left or right. We're going to do left. Actually, we'll do right. First flight of the day. Check it to the other side. Check mode. Check ignition, left or right. We did that. Verify logo. I like logo on.
Both.
If you don't cut that out. Turn flight directors. Turn on flight directors. I think he did that. I just want to see if he would do it. Auto brake is RTO. Auto brake RTO. Set auto brake RTO. I was just checking. Alright. Reset fuel flow. Standby instruments. Speed brake down. It is. Parking brake set. It is. Well, not yet. Parking brake set. Set the radios.
Security and safety check are complete. Can we start boarding now?
Okay.
Thanks.
Alright, so then since she asked for that, let's just go ahead and request boarding. We'll use Southwest Airlines. My door's open. Yes, everybody's doing their thing. Don't select Jetway because they're already there. Alright, so we can get back to work. Set the radios, confirm ATC. We're not using ATC. I wanted to use Pro ATC, but they say our waypoints are too close to the airport. Therefore, I'm just going to let them have their way, and we're just going to fly this bad boy, because I'm trying to get this flight in before I got to get it at least off the ground before I start teaching an online class. Okay, so we got all that. As soon as he comes back, we'll do safety inspection so we can go ahead and get the...
Okay, I'm back from the walk around. Everything looks good.
Great. Safety inspection checklist.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks.
Check.
Maintenance status.
Check.
Battery.
On.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist complete.
Excellent. Let me get back to work. All right, KOAK. Did I do that wrong? Oakland. Okay, sorry, not C. Okay, we did that. Then we go to route. So KOAK. No. OA K to K, Salt Lake City, and I believe that should be flight 01. So company route. That is not, so let me see what it's supposed to be. Didn't know I flew that before. It's 5. Oh, okay. Make that a 5. I have not flown that before, and our flight number is going to be Delta Airlines 1264. That's actually my flight number in a pilot's life. All right, and we're going to land depart. We'll be departing Oak 5, if I'm correct. Oh, we'll be direct. Okay, so hold on. Oak 5, and we're taking off from runway 30. And then arrival subject to change, but we're coming on runway 35, our nav, and our star will be Watt. And our transition, they don't have, so we'll leave that off. Activated, sweet. 0 fuel flight, put that in there. 5,000 pounds reserved. We calculated at a cost of 40, and our altitude is going to be 35,000 feet. And let's take a look at our wind. It is 6 knots, 300 at 6 knots. All right. Oh, let's go back. We did that. And we want to do a D-rated takeoff. See, losing reserve fuel, and I don't know. And we got this. You know what I'm going to do? Just for the sake that we just may not have the right profile, I am going to go ahead, fuel, instead of 12, I'm going to just give you 14,000 pounds. 2,000 pounds extra. Shouldn't be too dramatic. Take off. That is my little puppy Boucher. Chill out. Okay, so, oh, and our runway is 3,047 feet. So we'll just put that here. Okay, so we on our CDU are together, and we just need to get the rest of the plane going. So I'm going to bring you back as soon as we're ready to do our pre-start checklist. Thanks.
Bye, guys. Have a safe flight.
Thank you. All right.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off from the gate. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust, planning a 5+5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. In the event of a malfunction prior to V1, I will either call reject or continue. Standard low-speed reject procedures below 80 knots. Between 80 knots and V1, I will only conduct a high-speed reject in the case of an engine fire or failure, predictive wind shear warning, or if there's any condition that makes the aircraft unable or unsafe to take into the air. I will simultaneously close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking or verify the operation of the RTO auto brake, apply maximum reverse thrust, verify the extension of the speed brake and bring the aircraft to a complete stop and set the parking brake. We will then run the appropriate checklist and evaluate our options. If you could monitor my actions and make the standard reject takeoff calls, including any abnormalities that you observe before advising ATC. From V1, or if the call is to continue, I will continue the takeoff as per standard company procedures. We will climb to the minimum sector altitude and track clear of local terrain. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. All going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, compliant with all published speed and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. Flight directors are on, mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
Not today.
Departure brief complete.
Okay, we knocked that out of the way. I'm just getting our electronic flight bag together. And we will be departing.
In preparation for departure, please ensure that your seatbelts are fastened, tray tables are up and locked, and carry-on items are stowed so you can see in front of you or an overhead bin, leaving it clear to use the access to such our alleyway. This does include any purses, backpacks, briefcases, laptop computers, nothing in your laps, and nothing hidden behind your legs. All items placed beneath the seat in front of you. Electronic devices, if you can make sure that they are in the airplane mode so you're no longer sending or receiving a wireless signal.
All right, we are almost out of here.
Hi, the passengers are seated.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Before start, checklist to the line.
Before start, checklist to the line. Phones.
Off.
Off. IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
Gear pins.
Removed.
Light test.
Tested 100%. Oh, I'm sorry. Checked. Tested 100%. No, that's no. Checked. Checked.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%. I should have known that. Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Yaw damper.
On.
Navigation transfer and display switches.
Normal auto.
Fuel.
Pumps on.
Cabin utility IFE.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed. 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 Set and check.
Passenger signs.
On.
Window heat.
On.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Air conditioning and pressurization.
Packs on. Bleeds on. Set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross check.
Auto brake.
RTO. RTO.
Speed brake lever.
Down detent.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stabilizer trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Check.
Radios, radar and transponder.
Set and standby.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and zero.
Takeoff briefing.
Discussed.
PA.
Complete.
FMC CDU.
Set.
N1 and airspeed modes.
Complete. Set.
Stabilizer trim.
4.6 units, 0 and 0. 4.6 units set.
EFB.
Airplane mode and stowed.
Airplane mode and stowed. Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Locked.
Locked. Doors.
Closed.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Turn on the APU.
Starting APU.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of the flight crew and staff, we want to welcome you aboard the aircraft and thank you for choosing us for your flight travel carrier. If there's anything that we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, please ask the cabin crew. Thank you.
All right, that bad boy's getting wound up here for the APU. So bear with me just a second. Almost there. Almost there. What movie was that a reference to?
Available.
There we go. Turning off ground power. We can come down here. Ground services. Release. And remove chocks. Sweet! Alright. Let's do this. Below the line. Below the line.
A pumps.
On.
Air conditioning packs.
Off.
Anti-collision light.
On.
Parking brake.
Set.
Transponder.
Alt. Off.
Before start checklist complete.
Okay, so we're just going through our flows. And so here we go. We'll be facing southwest. That was my dog who hit my brake.
Go ahead, cockpit.
Hush.
Ground to flight deck.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Communication check, please, and confirm that the brakes are set.
Communications are good and the brakes are set.
Thanks.
Want to add a little view here. Real quick. Done. Program it. Done. Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, cockpit.
We are ready for pushback and engine start facing southwest.
Go ahead, cockpit.
We are ready for pushback and engine start facing southwest.
Roger. Facing southwest. Release brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, commencing pushback.
Engine start sequence is 2 then 1.
You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
All right. Start engine 2.
Go ahead, flight deck.
I ain't got nothing to say to you right now. Starting engine 1.
Check.
We now request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you
Brakes are
fasten
set.
your seatbelt. Insert the flat metal clip to the buckle and pull the loosen the strap to tighten it up. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion
Brakes
of
are
the
set.
buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as we may experience turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft, 2 forward, 2 aft, and 2 over each wing. Please take a moment to locate the exit nearest you. In some cases, the exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you toward the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable
the tow bar
slide
is
which may also be
disconnected and
attached
the
to
equipment
use
is
as a
clear.
life Oxygen and air
Okay,
pressure are
you
all-
are cleared to disconnect and go to hand signals.
An oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of
You are
oxygen,
cleared to disconnect and go to hand
place it
signals.
firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind
Roger.
your head.
Have a nice
and
flight.
breathe normally.
Number 1
Although the
state.
bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on
Turn off
and
APU.
that other person. Keep your mask
Going
on
off.
until an uniformed crew member advises you to remove it. In the event of an emergency, please assume the bracing position.
Before taxi
Forward with
checklist.
your hands on top of your head and your
Full
elbows
taxi
against your
checklist.
side. Ensure your feet are flat on the floor.
On.
A life vest is
On.
located in a pouch under your seat or
Anti-ice.
between the
Off.
armrests. When instructed to do so,
On.
open the plastic pouch and
Air
remove the
conditioning.
vest. Slip it over your head. Press the straps around your waist. and
PAX
adjust
auto
to the front.
bleeds on.
To inflate the vest, pull firmly on
Isolation
the red
valve.
cord only when leaving the aircraft.
Auto.
If you need to refill the
Start
vest, blow
switches.
into the mouth.
Continuous.
Use the whistle and light to attract
Off.
attention.
Recall.
Also, your seat
Check.
bottom cushion can be
Flight
used as a
controls.
flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms to the straps, and hug the cushion to your
Check.
chest.
Flaps.
We remind you that this is
Flaps
a
5.
smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors
Go
located in the
ahead, cockpit.
laboratories is prohibited by law. You will find this and all other safety information in the card located in the seat pocket in front of you. We strongly suggest you read it before takeoff. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish you all an enjoyable flight.
Flaps 5 required. Flaps 5 selected green. Flaps 5 required. Flaps 5 selected green. Set and check.
Stabilizer trim.
Set and check.
start levers.
Idle detent.
Before taxi checklist complete.
All right. Clear on the left.
Clear right.
What is so cute is that my dog has put his foot right down by mine. Unfortunately, it's on the rudder pedal, so as when I turn right, it's going to hit him in the head. Chill out, dude. You might want to move a little bit. I have a new puppy, and I'm here to tell you that he is up under me every moment of the day that he can. I would agree. Be nice. He's growing. Normally, he doesn't like say anything. He was in the house for like 2 days before I even heard him bark. I have a little beagle shepherd. He's so cute. All right, let's see here. We already got our taxi going, but that's fine. So we got out of here pretty efficiently. I'm very proud of that. Now we'll have vectors here, so since we don't have actual ATC for this flight, I'll assume certain vectors. But we're doing good.
Altimeters.
Altimeters 2995 set. Altimeters 2995 set. Hey, I thought you might want to see we are emerging from the clouds. Okay, that was dramatic. Now, either that, that was the, updated weather and they're loading more, or I don't know where the clouds went, but that's fine. Okay, I'll see you a little bit later in the flight. Okay, so we are approximately, let's see, 49 minutes from arrival. Distance remaining, not that much. Let's see, 417 nautical miles from our destination. So we have made some headway. So what'll happen is I'm going to let this fly until it pauses at top of descent, which should be going on actually. I thought I'd get in here after class. We're getting in before, so I'm going to pause it. Let it pause at top of descent, teach class, and then finish the landing and recording when I get done. So I will see you at top of descent. Okay, we are here approaching top of descent, so let's get on with it.
Checked.
Let's see here. We want to... Final approach starts at 10,000. Put that in here. I'll let you see what I'm doing right here for a minute. Minimum's 200. And missed approach altitude is 9,000. Okay.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Final approach fixed altitude is 1000 feet. Decision altitude is 200 feet. Missed approach altitude is 900 feet. Taxi route in will be assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. We'll use the APU, but please delay the start until my command as we have a long taxi in. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport nodes have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
Not today.
Approach brief complete.
Check.
Okay. Got that out of the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the flight deck, we'll begin our descent to your destination here in just a moment. On behalf of the flight crew and staff,
Actually, already have.
thank you for flying with us today, and I hope that you choose us for all your flying needs in the future. Thank you.
Okay, so we've started our descent. We are just need to do our descent checklist, which we really should have done, but let's get it out of the way. Descent checklist, please. Descent checklist. Oh, you know what? Let's start again.
Okay.
I think it heard me say something that it thought that I was initiating it earlier. I forgot about that. Descent checklist. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization.
On. Oh. Land altitude 10,000 feet. No. Land altitude 9.
Check.
Land altitude 4,231. Set and check.
Anti-ice.
Never mind all that. On. Off.
Approach brief and fuel.
Discussed.
IAS and altitude boats.
Checked and set.
Descent checklist complete.
Sorry about all that stumbling. Alright, but we seem to have clear skies as we are descending in. So I'm going to bring you back after we make a little bit more progress to the runway. Okay, we're here and we're passing 22,100 feet. As we're descending, we also have got a little bit of the cloud cover updated by Active Sky for Prepar3D. And I thought, have a little bit of a chat with you as we are descending, because now this is the 12th, which means we are 6 days away from the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator.
The flap speed.
Say again? Oh, you must have thought I said something. Oh, okay. FS2Crew must have thought that I had said something. But I've already pre-ordered the deluxe version. That way I can have the widest variety of aircraft to demo. And I will be curious to see what are the first third-party aircraft and sceneries that are going to be released. I have set aside a few extra dollars just to purchase some airports or aircraft that will be available, if they will be available on release day. I'm hoping that it will. I don't have a word as of yet as to say what will be released on, the day of its release. But there are, quite a few stock aircraft in there. And the interesting thing is these flight models are supposed to be so much better. So even though they're stock, it shouldn't necessarily be cheesy or like, okay, this is oversimplified. Can I get some real stuff going on here? From what I can tell, they've put a lot of effort in for this being a genuine experience. So looking forward to it. Now, does that mean that that's the end of the recordings in Prepar3D 5? No, it's not. I will admit that there, as with all things, we like shiny new things, and I'll be doing videos highlighting it. But I have thousands of dollars invested in, and I think I'm being honest when I say thousands invested in the prepared experience. If you add up the airports and the aircraft and equipment, I got this monitor. But you can argue that the monitor benefits all the simulators. So, but all of that being said, I don't foresee, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Prepared's answer to that is. I'm looking forward to seeing what X-Plane's answer to Flight Simulator is. But this is not about Flight Simulator Prepared right now or X-Plane. It is about Flight Simulator, and it's coming. I never thought I'd see the day. You know, at first when they announced it, I was like, okay, let's see how this goes after, you know, the whole flight thing. And what was the other one? I forgot which it was that was being done by Dovetail, but after that fiasco, I was just like, okay, I'll believe it when I see it. But here it is, and looking forward to seeing how it turns out. All right, so we're below 18,000, so I need to do our standard pressure. All right, so let me
Check.
approach checklist, please.
Approach checklist. Altimeters and instruments.
Set and cross-check.
Approach aids.
Checked and set.
Approach checklist complete.
Actually, I do need to... Let's go over here real fast. Drag required. I do need to... Let's see here. Well, we're not... So we are doing an RNAV approach, so I don't have to put in the frequencies of the ILS. This is an RNAV approach, so this should be interesting. Now, this is also vector, so once we turn to our southerly heading of 164 degrees, once we pass the last word for it, what I believe is pit. What is it? Yes, so after we pass pit and we come to Cedar, then we will come round 180 degrees such that we will be flying heading of 344 to our landing. But I have to say,
Checked.
scenery is beautiful.
Altimeters.
Altimeters 2996 set. Altimeters 3002 set. Set speed 240. I did not notice. I'm too busy talking to you. I need to be paying attention, so please excuse that.
Speed 240 set.
What is our next altitude? Okay. First off, why are you not... I just noticed that. We're really lower than we should be, so you're going to have to excuse me. No one put you on approach. Oh, you know what? While I was talking, I'll bet you it thought. I'll bet you it thought
Check.
that I changed some things while I was talking to you. Okay, so my bad. So I need you to come up. Select altitude, intervene.
Altitude intervene. Set.
Alright, so we'll get up to our proper altitude. I'm sorry, we make mistakes.
Checked.
That's what I get for not flying with ATC, but I couldn't because I didn't want to accept the flight path. But, you know, what are we going to do? Alright, so we'll be up to 10,000 feet momentarily. It's vaulting. It wants to get up there. Okay.
Are you sure about that?
Actually, yeah, I'm looking at it right now, but thanks for asking. All right, here we are at 10,000. Excellent. All right.
Check.
Flaps 5.
You're above the flap speed.
Oh, I see. Well, you all need to come down then. Set speed 210.
Speed 210. Set.
You are not coming up. There we go. And what we will do is we will check right here. Yeah, that's what the problem is. All right, so we're gonna just say 210 10 1 2 3. And that should solve that problem. Why are you going back up to 284? I just said what I want you to be. I swear to gosh, everybody wants to act funky on me. Alright, that's fine. Get it back down. Alright. And you better not. There you go back up to 284. I swear to gosh. Let's look at these. You should be at 291 right now. So starting to irk me. In fact, we're going to be at 191. I'm going to bring it down even further. If someone was familiar with the 737, know why it wants to do something other than what I have programmed in the navs, I would be interested to hear your perspective. Is that a glitch? Am I doing something wrong? Let me know. Put it in the comments. I would appreciate hearing about it. Flaps 5.
Speed checked.
There we go. Respectable speed.
Flaps 5.
Gear down.
Cabin crew, seats for landing. Cabin is seated. Gear down.
Flaps 10.
Speed checked. Flaps 10.
Set flight level 4,900.
Are you sure about that?
Set flight level 490. No, that's wrong. Cancel that. Set flight level 49. I said that totally wrong.
Flight level 490 set.
See, if he was really sitting here next to me, I'd just slap him in the side of the head. Dude, stop! I said I was wrong. All right, here we go.
Check.
Flaps 15.
Checked.
Yeah, I know. Select alt. What the?
Hold.
Set flight level 49.
Flight level 49 set.
Get on down there.
Check.
Flaps 15. Flaps 15. Let's see here. All right, we're getting down on the glide slope. Excellent. Landing checklist to flaps. Landing checklist to flaps. Let's start again.
Okay.
Landing checklist to flaps. Say something. Landing checklist to flaps. We're coming in off a little bit of an odd angle. That's all right.
2500.
Landing checklist to flaps. Continuous. Let's start again.
Okay.
Landing checklist to flaps. It's not saying anything. Landing checklist. Landing checklist to flaps. Okay, so for whatever reason, he's not engaging in it, so we'll just have to handle this ourselves. Flaps 30.
Speed checked.
Landing checklist to flaps. I'm going to try one more time. Landing checklist to flaps. Okay. He doesn't want to say anything. So, we will handle this ourselves. When we get to 4,900. Now, you see that we are not really aligned with the runway. We'll have to make that adjustment ourselves. But we are on the right descent path, so we're good. Once we pass YICYU, I'll take control, and we'll bring this bad boy in. My aircraft.
Check.
1000.
Still on the right glide slope. Looking good. Now we'll veer it over. There we go.
500.
500 feet, not stable. Go around.
No, I am not. We are stable. You didn't even want to help earlier. Hush. A little bounce. It's all right.
Speed brake up. Reverse your normal. 100 knots. 80 knots. 60 knots.
Manual braking.
Check.
All right. He's going through after landing procedures, which is totally fine.
Check speed.
You gotta love the bugs coming on the windshield, don't you? Alright, we'll have them turn the APU on in just a second. So we have now advanced my flight that little bit further in my career in a pilot's life, which is cool. Taking a break from the regional series. I think the next thing I'll do will be back in South America. I don't know. I gotta see. Definitely want to get a region in there before my debut with Flight Simulator 2020. So we will see. But nevertheless, glad we were able to do this flight today. Let's take a look over here on the EFB, the one by Avlasoft, not in my cockpit, where we're going to go. I think we're going to put this on B10 or Bravo 10. Oh, 10? Oops. That's 11. Okay.
Back isolated.
Pardon that pause. That was a GSX kicking in. I hate that little stutter that does that. Would have been more efficient to turn one taxiway earlier, but that's all right. Notice that in a rarity, I did not fly in or out of a third-party airport, simply because out of all my pilot's life career, this is the only time that I've had this route to fly into Oakland, much less from Salt Lake City. I think I did have a flight into Salt Lake City. But I was like, if this is going to be the only one I have, or it's not going to come up that often, then I'm not going to buy it. You know, things that are come up more frequent are so nice that I really want to fly there again.
Roger.
I think Salt Lake is a nice airport just in terms of its size. I've seen X-Plane's third-party version of it, and it's actually pretty nice, pretty detailed. So if they had one, but I just noticed that I don't think there's one for Prepared. Not that I've noticed anyway. But I could be wrong. I could be forgetting. Because I know I researched it, but I didn't see anything initially. All right, and I'm actually getting here right before I got to teach class, so this is actually timed pretty well. Turn on the APU.
Starting APU.
All right.
APU is available.
Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel.
Hold on. I think I did that out of order, but you get the point. Pumps off.
Electrical.
Hold on. Jetways. There we go. On APU.
Fasten belts.
Off.
Window heat.
Off.
Probe heat.
Off.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
Off.
Voice recorder.
Packs auto. No, sorry. Where is? On. Auto.
Air conditioning.
Packs auto. Steady. No. Packs bleeds on. Packs auto bleeds on.
Exterior lights.
Steady.
Start switches.
Cut off. Off.
Auto brake.
Off.
Speed brake.
Down detent.
Flaps.
Up no lights.
Parking brake.
Set.
Start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Transponder.
Standby.
CVRCV.
In.
Cockpit door.
Unlocked.
Shutdown checklist complete.
All right. Get these doors. And there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in for this flight to Salt Lake City, Nevada from Salt Lake City, Nevada. That's Las Vegas. Salt Lake City, Utah. And from Oakland, California. I appreciate it. Looking forward to the release of Flight Simulator 2020. And I really, again, appreciate you tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the virtual skies.